Hey, welcome back to Hill Country Nation Facebook Live X, formerly known as Twitter, and YouTube Live here for our big game of the week. The Brentwood Bears at the Boerne Geneva Eagles. And joining me right now is Coach Kyle Maxfield of the Brentwood Bears. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, sir.
Glad to be here.
Coach, big game and everything. It's non-district, but, I mean, this is big. I mean, because you guys have, when it comes to deep in playoffs, things like that, are pretty similar. So talk about what it means to be on the road playing the Boerne Geneva Eagles here in Boerne.
It's one of the biggest challenges we've had this year, especially with how explosive they are on offense, coming to their place, senior night. A lot of things against us that we're going to have to fight through to be successful. So big game. The schools are very similar. We compete in every sport. I think the only sport we're not in the same district is football. I could be wrong on that. So very, very familiar with the school. They're familiar with us, so it ought to be interesting.
Coach, I mean, they love to air it out, as you know. I mean, they just throw, but run it when they have to. Defensively, how to slow those guys down because they've been pretty potent on offense so far this year.
That's a good question. We think we have a good plan. We've had a good week of practice against a team like Geneva and a quarterback that's as accurate as he is with the receivers. You have to get creative, and we feel like we've got to find ways to get pressure to him, and that's hard to do because they protect really well. And the best defense is a good offense. So if we can win the time of possession, that will be a big factor in this game.
Coach, is it important to jump on these guys early to play your game, or just play your game and see kind of where things lay out being that it's non-district?
I think it's just play our game. We both have a similar opponent with Shiner, St. Paul. And they jumped out on them really quick, and they came back in the second half. So they're going to play every snap, and hopefully we do too. And like I said, we've got to keep their possessions to a minimum and have ball control offense, and it may come down to special teams or turnovers. I think turnovers are going to be big in this game.
How big is special teams tonight, with kicking and receiving and all that stuff, especially on the run backs on points and kicks?
Big. Field of position, a team that's explosive as them, you want to win field position all night long because if they have a short field, they can score in one play, really. So it's also a big challenge for us.
Coach, I know you already said some things, but for the record, 2 keys to tonight's win.
2 keys. Make them earn drives, big plays. I think the team that has the most big plays, the percentage of that team winning goes way up. And, of course, turnovers is always big. But I think the explosive plays, which we define as over 20 yards, they're really good at explosive plays. And we have been too, just a different way of doing it. So hopefully both teams stay healthy. I think we're both open next week and we're going to district play. So hopefully it's a good matchup and we can stay on the field with these guys.
All right, Coach, I know you got to get back with your team and everything, but we do look forward to talking to you after the game.
Thanks for having us again. Y'all do a great job for high school football and appreciate everything y'all do.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Coach Maxfield of the Brentwood Bears. Want to remind everybody on jambroadcasting.com, Jam Broadcasting app, and 103.7
Mike FM
for the big game of the week. All right, want to thank want to thank First Insurance Agency for being our Hill Country Nation Game of the Week sponsor. Save $325 for Hill Country Nation. No joke. Call just ask Mark Juxes. He'll tell you. All right, you got anything? All right, we out.